Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
Families have a lot going on. Let Ollie help manage the mental load with new cognitive help supplements for everyone 4 and up, like delicious Lolly Focus Pops or Lolly Mellow Pops for kids. And for parents, try 3 new Brainy Chews to help you focus, chill out, or get energized. Find these cognitive health buddies for the whole fam at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hello again.
Hi.
And welcome to Jennifer Love Hewitt. Please be on our show. This is the show where Jennifer Love Hewitt will eventually call in. And she will call in at 254-300-7982, or she can come by 1129 Webster Avenue in Waco, Texas, or she can reach us at info@roguemedianetwork.com. So, Allison.
Hi.
Hey, that's you.
Yeah.
We're like the only 2 people in the room.
That would be me, huh?
So we are on season 1, episode 6 of Ghost Whisperer. This is a Jennifer Love Hewitt strong vehicle. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. What am I supposed to say about this?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Other than the fact that I can no longer hear out of my right ear, but, you know.
What the hell?
What the heck? Apparently my phone wants to talk.
Okay.
On its own. It's the ghosts.
That's the ghosts.
The ghosts are whispering.
The ghosts are in the machine. So we are on season 1, episode 6. This one is called Homecoming.
Yep.
That is what I do when I'm thinking about how to be nice. Jennifer Love Hewitt, I love you, and I really hope that you're on our show. I really want you to be on our show. Please call us at 254-300-7982. If you will call us...
I will thoroughly enjoy, though, Jennifer Love Hewitt, if you wait till the very last episode for him to have to watch all 117 episodes and then say he'll come in. That will make my life, just pure happiness would come.
So this this is an episode that starts. It starts with Melinda and what's her friend's name?
Andrea. It's a weekly thing. It's the same cast of 3 people, dude.
I just don't care. So they're talking, and they're talking about going out and getting drinks with Andrea's brother Mitchell.
Who's apparently very rich.
He's 25 under 25 millionaires. Yeah, he's a big deal. We never really see that he's a big deal, but he's a big deal. And so they're in the back, and they're talking, and then the drawers on this furniture start opening and closing and all this stuff, right? Is whoo, spooky stuff, right? All these things happen.
It happens just like that.
Yeah. And then, what's her name? Melinda? Miranda? Melinda?
I can sense the irritation coming off.
I watched this first thing this morning, and I thought I had made a mistake by getting up. So she sees the drawers and everything going nuts, and she sees a shadow and then a picture of a baby.
Oh.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, there's a guy behind her. Ah! And she screams.
What did you have to say about that? Because I know you had something to say about
the baby or the guy?
About the guy popping up in the scream.
That I get. I mean, he's a ghost. He's stuck to this furniture, and all that. Okay, so we're okay with canon so far. And then we get, I wrote down the words, too many flashes and Vaseline. So there's a lot of these transitions that happen, and it's a lot of pew, 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 pew. And then everything looks like it's covered in Vaseline. It's just real fuzzy and hazy and stuff. So
What?
it is. It's a weird look. You go back and watch it. It's a weird look.
It's based in the 2000s, dude. So of course it's gonna have bad looks.
Why is there Vaseline on the lens? So we're now at her house, and
Maybe having drinky drinks.
Yeah, they're having drinky drinks with Mitchell, the 25 millionaire brother, and he calls his little sister Squeaky Wheel.
Squeaky?
We never get an explanation as to why. She's just called Squeaky Wheel and then Squeaky. There's never an explanation. We don't know.
Is it didn't he give a brief one though?
Nope, he didn't.
Like, oh, we were kids, and I used to call her that all the time because she
that's
used
not
to
an
tag
explanation.
along all the
I don't
time.
know.
So
I
therefore,
don't think so. If it happened, I didn't know about it. And so then she sees a ghost float by her door. It's the same dude. He's just floating around now in her house.
I love the
He's in her house now.
Episode 1. There was a ghost in her house.
Whatever, man. These ghosts can just do whatever the hell they want.
My favorite thing though is the ghost just gliding past the doorway. Yeah. It's like it's not
like he's on wheelies.
Yeah, it's like a skateboard. He just stood on a skateboard and was pushed. That's what it looks like.
So they are talking, and then the glass breaks in the window, and then the dude flips and floats by the door. And then they have a talk about how they can flip their house for $600,000 or $700,000, which whatever. So
is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how that works. Jim is sleeping. She gets up and sees a guy behind her at the fridge. And then she looks over on the wall, and she's got the damn baby picture on her wall. Why does she have this?
That is a little creepy.
This is somebody's like family memories. Why does she have this thing?
Well, the thing is that why does she, if she had it because it was in one of the furniture pieces.
That's what I'm saying. It should be at the store.
Yeah. But the fact that she took it home.
Or something. Yeah, she took it home, put it on her wall. That's insanely nuts is what that is. So whatever she gets, she's got coming to her because she's stealing dead people's stuff. So he slams the fridge because he's got all this pent-up anger. He needs to talk to his mother. So the whole thing here is that this guy needs to find his real mother, right? That's the whole thing here.
And by real mother,
his actual mother. His birth mother, yeah.
He's adopted.
So he's slamming shit around, and he's, freaking people out, and he's breaking windows, which, dude, you got to pay for that. And so he can't cross until he finds his real mother. Doesn't know anything about her. Is adopted. The only thing he knows about her is from that picture. She's got a tattoo on her arm.
But remember this whole thing that you were saying just last week, that you were so confused about the energy? Where do they get the energy? And yet Melinda once again contradicts herself, because last week it's, if they're on the earth for so long, they can build up enough energy. But then we find out this kid has only been dead for a year.
Yeah, this kid's been dead for a year. He was supposed to be 18 like this week, right? Or this day or whatever.
And then she's like, it's just built up anger then. That's what causes all this energy.
And the way he found out he was adopted is his senile grandmother spilt the beans. We learned that in a flashback, right?
Yes.
And then, that's the sound of me throwing down my pen. We find out that the dude got killed because he got pissed off about this, went out and started hitting trees with a stick in the woods, hit a beehive, which it looks like a hornet's nest, hit a beehive, and got stung to death by bees.
He's allergic.
That is the dumbest death I've ever seen on TV.
He's allergic to bees.
I don't care. It's silly. That is super. I mean, why didn't he just get the beehive stuck on his head and run around in a circle, like on a cartoon? Having said that, Jennifer Love Hewitt, please be on our show. Our number is 254-300-7982. I know she's going to want it now. So we see that, and go ahead.
Can I just point out that anytime we come across a scene that irritates you, you're just like, just please come on the show because I'm already done.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you can get this over with, that would be wonderful. So the dude's got a beehive on his head, and he's running around in a circle, and then he falls over dead. We find out about that. He says every time he gets mad, I wrote down every time he gets mad, shit breaks. And then he says, will you help me, please? So we're back at the house. We're with Jim. Jim says they talk about selling the house, and they're just like, okay, cool, let's do that. How does that happen? And it's like, oh yeah, sure, let's sell, let's sell the house.
If you could buy a house, like if I bought my house, if I could sell it for 6 times the price, heck yeah.
So she's talking to Jim, and Jim's like, oh, this is going to take a long time to find these adoption records. You know, it's really hard, and blah, blah, blah. And he looks at the picture and goes, oh, wait, that's Holliston County or whatever it was. Yeah, and he
like
goes,
the next
oh,
county
I know who that
over.
is. Yeah. He's like, just all of a sudden. And then next scene, they're in front of a doctor, and he's going, yeah, I'll help you find those records. Well, shit, that wasn't hard.
No.
How is that going to take a long time?
Well,
he goes, I'll find you the records if you do me a favor. Hold this baby.
I mean, duh.
Because babies get FTT.
Yeah.
It's because they don't.
Failure to thrive.
They're abandoned and they don't get held enough. So what he's saying is, if you'll come in and hold these babies for me, I'll give you these illegal adoption records. Right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But then, maybe never mind. Maybe this was after.
They're looking at a preemie, and then she sees, I guess, the angel of death. I don't know, some dude in a black suit.
He said he was the guardian.
Right.
When no baby had anybody to go to heaven to.
But he's there to take souls. He picks up a preemie and takes it with him and goes poof. That's the angel of death is what that is. Right? Does this come in later? Does this guy show up again?
No.
By the way, it was like 3 episodes ago, some dude at the end is laughing his head off at the end of the episode, and we realize it's a ghost guy, but we haven't found out who this dude is yet, right?
No,
Okay.
but we will. But I was thinking of
Oh boy, can't wait.
how they did the whole scheming of finding his birth mother's name.
What do you mean?
Because they find out the dead guy's birth's mother name.
Oh, yeah.
Is that after?
Yeah, it's after. Yeah, they hadn't found it out yet.
Making everyone happy on vacation isn't easy, but you know what is? Going to Aruba. All you have to do is walk out your door to find pristine pools, relaxing white sand beaches, and an island teeming with outdoor activities that'll put a smile on any face. You won't just feel great, you'll all feel great, filled with a calmer, more peaceful vibe that radiates Aruba's warmth. And the best part is, it never fades. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your family trip at Aruba.com.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
This episode is brought to you by Bumble. So, you want to find someone you're compatible with, specifically someone who's ready for a serious connection, totally open to having kids in the future, is a tall, rock-climbing Libra, and loves rom-coms with vegan pizzas on Tuesdays just as much as you do. Bumble knows that you know exactly what's right for you. So, whatever it is you're looking for, Bumble's features can help you find it. Date now on Bumble.
So next I just wrote in large letters, ghost in car, because ghosts love to take long car rides. She tells him that he was willingly relinquished because now they have the stuff. Oh, I guess they did find out the name then. right? Because they have the records now. So what she does is she makes the ghost stand over by the nurse while she's reading the records or whatever, and he finds out what it is, and they like Scooby-Doo it with a ghost. So he says, you were willingly relinquished, but your parents raised you. Let's go talk to your mom. And he wants to know why she can't read minds or whatever, which it's a good point, honestly. We end up with Diane Shields at Diane's nursery. Diane, we find out, is his mother who raised him, right? Not his birth mother, but the mother who raised him. She's over there talking to her, and Diane says, I have bad news for you. There's no easy way to say this. Jason is dead. I just wrote down, no shit. So there's a bench with his name on it, and she plants trees in his name, and that's great. Oh, my God. And then the weirdest thing is Melinda has to tell all these people, I
see ghosts.
Yeah, I've seen Jason. I have his furniture. Haha, you see ghosts. She's like laughing at her. She thinks she's just nuts, right? Which, I mean, I think all of us would think that.
Yeah.
You come to me and tell me, your dead kid, I can talk to him.
I think that's all people. It's like, hey, I'm talking to your dead relative.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I don't like it at all. So the lady is pissed off. She says, I had to do it all. I had to raise him. All of this. I'm his real mother. And from beyond the grave, he wants to know, leave me alone. She just she doesn't have anything to do with it, which is every one of these episodes. And so now there's the brother is in the house with, what's her name? The A? What's the girl's name?
Andrea.
Andrea. Can't ever remember her name. They are in this. They're in this big empty house, and they're talking about how he's going to flip it, but he's going to get the house for Squeaky. So she's going to come and live in the house, even though he just needs one room.
Oh,
okay.
How nice.
Yeah, it's real nice.
I wish I could get a free house like that.
Yeah, no shit. The radio comes on at Diane's house, and it's playing. I just wrote down bad music. It's playing very bad, like 90s, metally rock type stuff. And she's just like, Jason, are you here? And then she finally feels something, right? So she goes to see Melinda in the town square, of course, because that's where everybody meets. And I just wrote down that Jennifer Love Hewitt is wearing some kind of hat.
I hate the hat.
It is a weird hat.
It's like a knitted.
It's like a knitted sailor hat.
Yeah.
Or something. It's like she's in
and it has that great big
it's got like a big seal on it or something. Yeah. It's like she's in Napoleon's army or something. But she's wearing this big weird hat, and she says that she didn't want to tell him he was adopted, and she knows who Fran Dawn is, who is the real mother. She has the address, but she's not going to stand in the way. But then I wrote down, birth mom is trash, because that's basically what she's telling them.
Yeah.
So they're back at Melinda's house, and Jim is touching up some stuff, and this is the stupidest thing. Like, he's out front. He's got a couple of sawhorses out, and he's working on shit from the house, right? And out comes Napoleon's army, Jennifer Love Hewitt, in her weird hat. And she says, hey, what are you doing? And he says, oh, I'm just touching up some stuff. I figured if we're going to sell the house, I better get busy. And she goes, well, if you didn't spend all that time playing with that, you could play with me. And then he's like, oh, well, shit, I'm good. Let's go, And she goes, oh, later, Tiger. That is the biggest cock block I've ever seen on TV. Like, she goes, hey, you could be playing with me. Nope, never mind. Bye. I got to go. So good job, Jennifer Love Hewitt. If you could call us, please, that'd be great. We're at 254-300-7982. We'd love to hear from you. So she leaves, and she's going to see the birth mom, of course, with a ghost in her car. And she's walking down the street in the big city is what I wrote down, because they never really say what city it is, right?
She literally just says, I have to go take a train to the city, and then ends up in the city.
Yeah, she's in the city, and it's like the city, right? Everybody's really mean or whatever. She finds the address, and then I wrote down, now he's not ready, because now he doesn't want to see her.
No,
like, she's taking this train to the city, and now he doesn't want to see her. So she rings the bell at the real mother's house. Fran Fran Vaughn, that's her name?
I just know Fran.
Fran Vaughn. She says, I don't have a son. And she shows her the picture. She says, I got sent to juvie. My husband and daughter don't know. I can't. He's dead. He was stung by bees. And so she tells him, about the bees stinging him and stuff and him running around in a circle with a beehive on his head.
That's not what happened.
And then she says, I see ghosts. She says, you're nuts. She goes, here's my card. She tears it up. And then she walks off, right? And so the birth mother doesn't want to see him. She doesn't want to have anything to do, the birth mother doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Melinda leaves. And then we see, I wrote down, goth girl under stairs sees and hears her. So this goth girl is under the stairs and she sees and hears everything. And she's like, oh, right? Or however you do that in goth. I don't know how you do it. Is that
That's not what happened.
That is what happened.
I mean, yes, but you put two and two together because she mentions her daughter coming home, relatively soon.
Yeah. Sure.
And then Melinda leaves.
Okay.
And that's when that whole whatever
is literally what I just said.
Whatever's going on over there, I don't know what's over there in the whole 2-foot table that we have between us. But
So the sister finds her and starts talking to her about how she can't listen to her mom. She doesn't like her. And now she's pregnant. I'm skipping a little bit here because I'm about to die. So she can't. She says, I wrote down, I'm pregnant. And so she talks to him, and then she says, you can talk to my dead brother and all this. Right? Okay, we get this whole thing. She said she can't stand her mom. She just hides and listens to Morrissey, which that tells you exactly when this was. She just gets all weird and listens to Morrissey. Do you know who Morrissey is?
No.
Okay.
No idea.
The Smiths?
No idea.
He was the lead singer for the Smiths.
Listen, I am a late 90s baby.
Yeah, you should know Morrissey.
Yeah, I don't.
So we're at home with Melinda, and she wakes up Jim, and she says, let's sell the house. And he goes, wait, what? She says, I love our janky house. He says, this is our home. And then we're so in love is what I wrote down. And he goes, it's like an O. Henry story told by Donald Trump.
I love
it's the weirdest thing. But you know what O. Henry story he's talking about? He's talking about the gift of the Magi, right? So O. Henry wrote the gift of the Magi, where the guy buys a comb for his woman, but she cuts off all her hair to sell her hair to buy him a watch strap and blah, blah, blah. You know, magic of Christmas. So that's what he's talking about. The Donald Trump part, I don't know. So she now the mom shows up, says, let's go. Mom, I'm pregnant. They get in the car. She tells her she's not going to talk to her anymore. Jason can hear you. So he's standing on the porch while they're having this argument about whether she should talk to her or not and talk to Jason. She says, it's none of your business. Again, I got to make a point. This is the same story every single time. Nobody likes her. Everybody thinks she's nuts. Then finally they go, oh, shit, you can hear me. And then they cross over. That's the plot to every single episode so far, right? They can't hear you smile. Yeah, okay. Just agree with me.
It doesn't get any better from here, I can tell you that much.
Okay.
We've in episode 1, we've hit the show's peak.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so you can tell I'm starting to get a little tired of this at this point because I said takes them to a house next day, lots of pics, weren't to see Diane, owe you an apology, named him Jason, smart, funny, blah, blah, blah. I literally wrote down the words blah, blah, blah. So the mom has now come around, right? He was gentle, he was kind. Now she wants to talk to the ghost, blah, blah, blah. So they're ready to go talk to the ghost. And now Sybil, the Goff sister, she's there. And we're talking about whether she's going to have this baby or not. They are now in the town square with the ghost in the car again. Is that you?
No. Is that you?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, no.
Wow. I got a ghost in the car.
Listen, I'm telling you. It's the ghost. The ghosts are telling you to be nice and pay more attention. with your whole, even despite the fact that you say, I get irritated, I write blah, 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 and yet you have 3 pages of notes.
These ghosts are still talking in my phone. Listen to this. Hang on. Now they're gone. Where did the ghosts go? My phone just started talking for some reason, and then it stopped. Oh. What the hell is going on? I don't know what's happening here. Jennifer Love Hewitt, is that you? Are you talking through my phone? Okay, we're gonna power through this. We're in the town square with the mom, the goth the girl, the ghost in the car. They look at his picture. Then Jennifer Love Hewitt and Andrea go and get coffee. Why does his family suck? I'm staying. We don't want to sell. I'm not squeaky. So basically, here's what happened. They go and get coffee, and Jennifer Love Hewitt says, listen, Squeaky, I don't want to sell my house. Tell your brother I don't want to tell him because I'm a chicken. And she goes, oh, well, I'm going to tell him I don't want the house either for blah, blah, blah. So, okay. And then we never see the brother again. Brother's just gone.
And the ghosts want to continue to tell us stories.
Jennifer's still talking through my phone over here. Jennifer Love Hewitt, by the way, hey, if you're in my phone, call us at 254-300-7982. Stop trying to get through my phone like that. So the mom and the goth girl show up at the antique place, which is called Hey, Look, All This Shit Is Old. And they end up...
Wait, what?
Huh?
Wait, what?
The antique place is not called Hey, Look at All This Old Shit?
No.
What's it called?
But... it's like same as it never was.
Same as it never was. Yeah, that's right. Talking Heads reference. Yeah. So they end up talking to Jason. They saw the pictures. She says, I'm sorry. I'm proud of you. And then they ask about the baby. She goes, I don't know. So basically the birth mom has come around now. She's okay with everything. And the kid is like, okay, well, I just have one more question for you. Do you ever think about me? My birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, do you love me? And then he's like, oh, no, wait, don't ask that. It's just a real coy thing for this dumb ghost to be asking people or whatever. And so finally she's like, he's my son and I love him. And everybody starts crying.
I mean, how would you feel if you lived 18 years with people you thought were your
17.
parents? Whatever, 17.
Yeah.
Basically, literally
17.
your whole life. Thinking that the people that were your parents, and then finding out they weren't.
17, and then a beehive fell on his head.
No, he hit the...
She says, I'm my son. He's my son, and I love him. And then I wrote down, goth girl finally smiles, which is the first time she's been happy. And then they give the picture to the mom and the goth girl, and everybody cries again. So everybody cries, and then he wants to see his adopted mom. She tells him how lucky she was to have this kid for 17 years old. He was the greatest gift. It'll never be over. And then she says, I will always be with you. And I wrote down, like Yoda. Because it was like, I'll be with you, always I will, or whatever. It was that kind of thing, right? And then the ghost says, oh, okay, that's it, gotta go. And then he kisses her on the forehead, which ghosts can certainly do, kiss people on the forehead. And then he crosses over, and she says, good boy. And I wrote down, like a Labrador. Like, she's like, good boy, see ya.
Can I say that that's one of the things I hate when old people say is good boy, good girl.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not a dog. I am a human being.
I'm a human being. So I just wanted to be known that she was out there planting a tree for Jason again. He's got so many damn trees planted for him. This was
for his birthday. She plants one every year for her birthday. She planted the 3.
It's a shitload of trees, though. I'm just saying, that's a lot of damn trees.
And yet there's a shitload of trees being knocked down for those papers.
Well, wait, did she make the forest that he went and knocked down the beehive on his head?
Maybe.
Wow. So she's the murderer. Hey, Jennifer Love Hewitt, if you're not the murderer, would you call us at 254-300-7982? We're also located at 1129 Webster Avenue in Waco, Texas. Or you can reach us at info@roguemedianetwork.com. Okay, so that was Season 1, Episode 6, Homecoming. And my phone is still talking to me for some reason. I can't shut it up. And now we got to go to the next one. Can we not take a break and do something else? Did she make some commercials or something that we can watch? Can we do that?
I mean, we could, but I really, really hope she holds out on us until the last episode. As much as I would love for her to come on, it would be hilarious if she waited to episode 107.
Episode 7 is just called "Whoops, Another Ghost."
No, it's
the same exact story, right? Whoopsie, there's ghosts.
Oops.
Oh yeah, now you've closed it.
Oops.
Hey, we are one of many, many shows on RogueMediaNetwork.com. Please go check out some others. We just started a couple of new ones. We've got one called Jail Mail coming out, where the ladies do true crime, but they're also writing letters to criminals. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have Zona de la Crema, which is Crime Zone. I don't think there's a law in there, but it is a Spanish language true crime show, which is fantastic because I don't think there's a lot of those out there. We've got Libations and Revelations. It's about to start. It is a drink and talk about conspiracy theories show. So we got a lot of new stuff coming our way. All right, what were you looking up?
Episode 7 is Hope and Mercy.
Okay. Is it a hospital? Is that what it's about? Because Hope and Mercy sounds like a hospital, doesn't it? Yeah. Mason's on my side.
It doesn't give me a description of this episode.
Yeah. I just want my phone to shut the hell up.
It just says Hope and Mercy. Unfortunately. Although we will have a 25 to 30-year-old John Doe. Dude, this is not an ASMR podcast. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's just not what that is.
Listen.
Listen,
just
you
for
have
a second.
two down
Listen
here.
to the ghosts. Listen.
And then you have another one right here.
I don't know. She's moving around. Jennifer Love Hewitt, please call us. Please be on our show. That's it, Allison. You ready to go?
No, I think we need to do one more episode.
Bye.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.